They say time heals everything, but what if time itself was the wound? Years after the antique shop vanished, a historian finds a golden pocket watch, the same one that killed everyone who touched it. But this time, the watch doesn't just tick backward, it wants to finish what it started. The antique shop on Elm Street stood silent again. No owner, no lights, just the faint sound of a clock, ticking backwards somewhere deep inside. Locals said the last owner, the young woman, vanished just like the rest. But the truth? The shop never lost its owner. It only traded them. One stormy night, a man named Dr. Malcolm Reed, a historian of lost inventions, arrived in Bellwood. He'd been tracking strange stories about a clock that could bend time. Each report led him to the same address, Harrow's Antiques. He broke the lock and stepped inside. Dust filled the air. Hundreds of clocks hung motionless on the walls, as if time itself had taken a breath. Then he saw it, the golden pocket watch, resting in the center of the room, ticking backward in slow, steady rhythm. Malcolm placed it in his hand and instantly felt a pulse, like a heartbeat. A voice echoed faintly inside his head. "You have found the lost hour, the hour that time forgot." The lights flickered, and suddenly, he was no longer in the shop. He found himself standing in a Victorian-era workshop. A man in a dark coat was forging the golden watch under candlelight. He looked exhausted, desperate. "If I can make time move backward, maybe I can undo her death." The man turned, and Malcolm gasped. It was a young Mr. Harrow. Harrow's wife had died exactly 1 hour before midnight, decades ago. And in his grief, he created a clock that could reverse 1 hour of time. But when he used it, she came back, not alive, but empty. Every time the clock reversed, it took someone else's life to balance it. That missing hour, the lost hour, had to be filled. Malcolm suddenly realized the truth. Every person who owned the watch was a replacement soul. Harrow, Clara, Evan, all trapped inside that missing hour, reliving their last moments again and again. He tried to drop the watch, but it clung to his palm like it was alive. The ticking grew faster, faster, faster. Then silence. The next morning, the antique shop door stood open again. Inside, the shelves were neatly arranged, and behind the counter stood a new man smiling faintly, Dr. Malcolm Reed. On the wall behind him, hundreds of clocks ticked backward in perfect harmony. And at the center, the golden pocket watch gleamed once more, its reflection showing the faces of everyone who ever owned it. The lost hour was full again, but time is never satisfied. So if you ever find a clock that ticks backward, don't try to fix it, because maybe it's trying to fix you. The shop has reopened once again. A new face behind the counter, a familiar golden glow on the shelf. But look closer. In the reflection of that watch, you can still see the faces of Harrow, Clara, and Evan, trapped inside the lost hour that time forgot. Time didn't stop. It just started collecting. So if you ever hear a clock ticking backward in the dark, don't look for it, because by the time you do, it's already looking for you. Now you do one favor for us, like share our video, and if you watch more videos, subscribe our channel. Thank you.